Now, many American pro-lifers will tell you that life begins at conception, and as many of these people are Christians, they will show you Bible passages which support their argument, and also tell you that all life is a blessing from God. Only God gives life, and only God can allow it to be taken away. You may remember the recent controversy concerning rape and abortion. The pro-life Christian argument was rape is bad, God has a plan for the baby, God did not plan the rape. Though how God's plan for a baby, which obviously must include its conception, does not take account of the manner of that conception is not very well explained by these pro-life Christians. Though of course, as Christians, they all uphold the doctrine of original sin, as outlined by the Apostles' Creed and Nicene Creed, which states that we are all conceived with original sin as a result of the sins of our fathers and mothers, and therefore no baby is innocent, but is a guilty sinner, and must be baptized so that Jesus can wash away our sins, and that if this does not occur, we shall burn in the fiery pit of hell for all eternity. They will then repeat that in the case of rape, the baby is innocent and should not be punished for the sins of the father. A bit of a contradiction there, methinks. But I want to talk today about numbers. 130 million live births have occurred in the USA since Roe versus Wade in 1973. But life begins at conception, remember? And God has a plan for every life, and every human life is bathed in original sin, and none can be saved except by baptism. So how many conceptions have there been in the USA since Roe versus Wade in 1973? 430 million. Yes, according to research, the figures are that there have been 430 million conceptions. Around 130 million fertilized eggs failed to implant in the uterus. Around 130 million fertilized eggs implanted but miscarried early without being noticed by the mother or even diagnosed as miscarriages. And around 40 million fertilized eggs were lost as a result of clinical miscarriages, and 130 million resulted in live births. So what plan did God have for the 260 million conceptions which never ever achieved a state where they were noticed by anyone? 260 million lives which God created and had plans for. 260 million lives which were bathed in original sin. 260 million lives which could not be spared from eternal torment in the fiery pit of hell because they were never noticed and never baptized. Is God really taking twice as many souls as are ever born, damning them to eternal damnation before any human being even knows they exist, without them ever having a chance of salvation through baptism or accepting Jesus into their lives? Is hell really stuffed to the gunwales with twice as many boiling babies as humans who have ever taken a breath of life? Or is it perhaps simple proof, once more, that religious doctrines are born of superstition and ignorance, and have no place in the modern scientifically literate world, and proof once again that, whilst there is an important ongoing debate to be had concerning the complex issues surrounding abortion, religious dogma and Iron Age superstitions have absolutely no part to play in that debate whatsoever.